Hey everyone, welcome back to the UkeStuff channel where I am about to undertake a tutorial for the full version of We Are the Crystal Gems from Steven Universe. Now, it's a challenge. There are 19 chords, and you'll see that there's a version available for GCEA ukulele, which is soprano, concert, or tenor, DGBE ukulele, which would be baritone ukulele, or just chord names and lyrics. Now, the full version is challenging, and I just got to warn you ahead of time. The version that you hear just at the beginning of the episode actually starts and ends pretty comfortably, but this was the full version that was released at a later time. And again, 19 chords. Now that said, you can look below here and you can find in the description timestamps that will take you from place to place to what might appeal to you. And it is going to take a while to get through all those 19 chords on both GCEA and DGBE ukulele. So let's get to it. For GCEA ukulele, I'll be using my Enya Nova ukulele. It's a new ukulele to me, and I'm using it to make some videos. So far I'm liking it a lot. It's concert scale. It's made of polycarbonate and carbon fiber, and I think it sounds pretty good. So on GCEA ukulele, the first chord you'll need is the F chord. The first finger goes on the second string first fret, and second finger goes on the fourth string second fret. That's your F chord. The next chord you need is the A7 chord. The first finger goes on the third string first fret. The next chord you're going to need is the B flat chord. The first finger, bars or partial bars, strings 1 and 2 on the first fret. Second finger reaches over to string 3 and plays the second fret. Third finger reaches over to string 4 and plays the third fret. The next chord you need is the C chord. Third finger plays first string, third fret. The next chord is the B flat minor chord, and you're going to bar strings 1, 2, 3, and 4, all four, and then reach over with your third finger and play the 4th string third fret. The next chord is the G minor 7 chord. It's very similar to the B flat chord. You're going to bar strings 1 and 2 at the first fret, and then reach over with the second finger to play the 3rd string second fret, and that's it. That's the G minor 7 chord. The next chord is the hardest chord of the entire song. That's a joke. It's the A minor 7 chord. You don't press down any strings with the left hand. The next chord is very similar to the A minor 7. It's the B flat minor 7. You're going to bar all 4 strings at the first fret, and that's it. The next chord is the E7 chord. First finger goes on the 4th string first fret. Second finger goes on the 3rd string second fret. Third finger goes on the 1st string second fret. The next chord is the A minor chord. Second finger plays the 4th string second fret. The next chord is the D minor chord. The first finger goes on the 2nd string first fret. Second finger goes on the 4th string second fret. Third finger goes on the 3rd string second fret. The next chord is the G chord. The first finger goes on the 3rd string second fret. Second finger goes on the 1st string second fret, and the third finger goes on the 2nd string third fret. Makes a V shape. The next chord is the C major 7 chord. It's a pretty easy chord. Second finger, 1st string, second fret. The next chord is the D7 chord, or more officially the Hawaiian D7 because it doesn't have a D in it. First finger goes on the 4th string second fret. Second finger goes on the 2nd string second fret. That's your D7 chord. The next chord is the C7 chord. First finger goes on the 1st string first fret. The next chord is the B7 chord. While you can play it with a bar chord, and then the second finger playing the 3rd string third fret. In this case, I like playing B7 with the first finger on the 2nd string second fret, second finger on the 3rd string third fret, 4th finger on the 4th string 4th fret. The next chord is a C minor chord. You're going to simply bar strings 1, 2, and 3 at the 3rd fret and leave the 4th string open. The next chord is the E minor chord. First finger plays the 1st string second fret. Second finger plays the 2nd string third fret. Third finger plays the 3rd string 4th fret. And the last chord is the G major 7. Congratulations, we got them all. You're going to bar strings 1, 2, and 3 at the 2nd fret. It's very much like the C minor chord, just up. one half step, and it sounds really cool. All right, let's look at the parade of chords, 19 of them, on baritone ukulele. For baritone, I'll be using my mainland baritone. It's my one and only baritone. It has a cedar top and rosewood back and sides. So the first chord you're going to need is the F chord. You're going to partially bar, so in other words, cover strings 1 and 2 with one finger, reach over with the second string to the third string second fret, and then to the fourth string with the third finger on the third fret. That's your F chord. The next chord is the A7 chord. You're going to bar all 4 strings at the second fret, and then with your second finger, play the first string third fret. The next chord is the B flat chord. First finger, first string, first fret. Second finger goes on the third string, third fret. Third finger goes on the second string, third fret. The next chord is the C chord. First finger, second string, first fret. Second finger, fourth string, second fret. The next chord is the B flat minor chord. First finger goes on the first string, first fret. Second finger goes on the second string, second fret. Third finger goes on the third string, third fret. And then the hard one, the fourth finger, goes on the fourth string, third fret. That's your B flat minor chord. The next chord is the E7 chord. First finger, third string, first fret. Next chord is the A minor chord. First finger goes on the second string, first fret. Second finger goes on the fourth string, second fret. Third finger goes on the third string, second fret. The next chord is the D minor chord. First finger goes on the first string, first fret. Second finger goes on the third string, second fret. Third finger goes on the second string, third fret. The next chord is the G chord. Third finger goes on the first string, third fret. Now, if that last chord was easy, the next one is the stretch. So it's the C major 7 chord. It's hard on baritone. First finger goes on the second string, first fret. Second finger goes on the fourth string, second fret. And here's where it gets hard. The third finger now has to reach down to the first string, third fret, and then the fourth finger has to reach over to the third string, fourth fret. It gets really difficult to play this one. And to find it in the middle of a song is really hard for me. But that's the C major 7 chord. The next chord is the D7 chord. First finger goes on the second string, first fret. Second finger goes on the third string, second fret. Third finger goes on the first string, second fret. That's your D7 chord. The next chord is another C chord that's a stretch. It's the C7 chord, not quite as bad, and there's another cheat to it if you want to do it. First finger goes on the second string, first fret. Second finger goes on the fourth string, second fret, like a normal C chord. Then your third finger goes on the third string, third fret. And you can play the C7 like that, or you can add the pinky on the first string, third fret as well. Either one of those will work. The next chord is the B7 chord. First finger, fourth string, first fret. Second finger, third string, second fret. Third finger, first string, second fret. The next chord is the C minor chord. First finger will go on the fourth string, first fret. Second finger on the second string, first fret. And then I put my fourth finger on the first string, third fret. That's the C minor chord. The next chord is much simpler. It's the E minor chord. Second finger, fourth string, second fret. And then one final easy chord to end it, the G major 7 chord. Your second finger plays the first string, second fret. Now, as it comes to strumming on this song, there are 2 strums that I hear, and then partway through the song, I don't hear the ukulele anymore. So at that point, you kind of make strumming work with what works with you. You have to listen to it and just play along with it. So it does start off with single strums, but then you get a one chuck or one chunk pattern. Now, I've heard a lot of teachers talk about chucking and chunking. Basically, the sound is made with your fingers hitting the strings, but then the vibration of the strings being stopped by the palm. But the actual sound is from the fingers. So it's not from the palm hitting it, because that's almost no sound at all, right? But it's from the the fingers running across the strings, and that's how that's done. And it takes time and practice to get it. And what's really hard with this pattern in this song is that the chuck happens once. Usually with a pattern, I'll play the F chord. Usually with a chuck, you get down, chuck, chuck up, down, chuck, up, chuck, up. And that's going to take a long time to learn. I'm sorry. And if you need to, there's plenty of other people that have done tutorial videos on the chuck. You can look at Cynthia Lynn's videos. I think Bernadette has covered it. I'm pretty sure Mike Lynch has done it. And I'm sure a number of other major YouTubers have talked about chucking or chunking. So what's hard about this pattern in this song, and it's used through this entire first verse, is you play a downstroke, you chuck, which replaces the downstroke for the second beat. You come up, you go down, and then up, down, up, with only one chuck in the sequence. And if you're used to doing this, it's really hard to skip the second one. So, it can be problematic. Down, chuck, up, down, up, down. Yeah, and so if you're used to the kind of the parallel nature of two chucks, it's really hard to do the one. Now, the second pattern is just like that, except you have two downstrokes and then up, down, up. So again on the F chord. And that one's pretty easy. And for the rest of your song, you're going to have to listen to where there's a single strum or where you have a hold or whatever, and just adjust your strumming to what you hear for the rest of the song, because there really isn't an official pattern to follow. Take your time. If you love Steven Universe or you like the song, just take the time and learn it. Have fun with it. It has some great challenges with lots of chords, but also the chuck and then a single chuck. And then just developing your ear to listen to the song and to listen to how it goes. So, hopefully you have everything you need to be successful with this song. I wish you the very best. Thanks for watching the video, and we will catch you the next time.